Hello and welcome to the Class Video Spotlight Series. I'm your host, Graham Triggs, and today I'm joined by Adam Charrington, who's an expert at Class on patient engagement. Now, we've been doing a lot of research on this. Obviously, with COVID, the world has completely changed, and there's a lot of vendors in this space. Obviously, we've been seeing what the differences are between them. This time, we're talking about Intrado. What can you tell me that differentiates them from some of the other vendors that we've recently done these reports on?
You know, Intrado is a vendor we've known about for a little while. Used to be West Communications, and they've had a few acquisitions. So One difference is this is a solution that Intrado created. Having acquired a few solutions, they kind of built from the ground up and looked at some of the best practices that they could offer. So it was a unique opportunity to go in and validate early adopters of House Calls Pro is the name of the product. So some of the differences, they've seemed to really connect with their customers about effective ways to notify patients, to help reduce no-shows. We had customers talking about how great it is. They don't have to keep calling patients over and over and over. It's really reduced some staff effort there.
So I'm assuming that they offer some different solutions for their customers. Tell me a little bit about that and what the differences are.
You know, historically we've measured House Calls, a product that came out of Televox that we have validated over the years. And like I said, this is a new system. This is a new platform that they've developed from the ground up. So a little deeper outreach, a little deeper communication. The early adopters of this solution, they're optimistic. We're hearing good things.
Okay. And what are their customers saying about them?
Overall, they really appreciate how it's affecting some of those immediate outcomes. The no-shows, the staff efforts on the phone, I mentioned that one. And overall, just a better way to connect with and guide patients.
Where are some of the trouble spots that they might have?
You know, a few customers talked about some service issues, maybe getting through to the right person.
Okay.
So that's something that came up a few times. But you know, overall, one thing we appreciated was hearing customers say, you know, this is an effort to complement what my EHR can do, not compete with, but really complement it. And so it was great to go validate some of those things, and we were able to put it in the report.
Okay. What were the major takeaways?
I think that in general, Intrado's trying to address where the market's going. They're trying to help us understand as patients, here's a way to connect with your clinician. And if you think about the burden on an office staff, trying to find who's coming in, trying to connect and make sure that they have what they need, they've found a way to reduce that and simplify it.
Okay. So. It's always interesting to watch things over time. I mean, obviously years ago in the EHR space, there were a lot of big EHR vendors, and that's kind of pared itself down. A lot of energy right now, a lot of players in this space, which we're keeping an eye on. So it'll be fun to see how things evolve in this space over time as well. Thanks so much for sharing that feedback. If you'd like to take a look at this report, you can actually see it on our website at classresearch.com. Also, if you know of any vendors in this space or even any other emerging or innovative vendors that you think would be interesting for Class to take a look at, please send those referrals to etech@classresearch.com. Adam, again, always a pleasure.
Thanks,
and thanks again so much for watching.